What do you want to do?
Um, it's up to you. How long do you think the okay, it's gonna be day two trial ladder. So how long do you think this part is going to last?
I actually don't. I have a case summary thing that I'm just glancing at just for to get length estimates. I actually don't think it should be that long. I think we can continue and at least do this part.
All right, yeah, let's go for it. Mr. Wright,
Huh? What?
are trials always like this with you?
Oh, you fucking bet they are.
Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface. But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there.
Pretty much.
That's because she freaking did it. She killed him.
Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently, she got called off to the judge's chambers. She's going to kill him too.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Oh, partner.
Oh yeah, this guy.
They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least.
Officer Marshall?
Thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late.
Let's take a quick second to just appreciate the music that comes with this character.
Yeah, he has his own theme and everything. It's great. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That's hard to slip. That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen in the last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
I'm really drunk now. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. Saw her that day too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the award ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. Okay, also, this is not going to actually get brought up, but... Well, wait, this photo was taken... Was this photo taken after the water came and cleaned up all the blood?
No, the water
sense.
came down when she was getting arrested, remember?
Yeah,
She was fighting.
but then where's the blood?
Dude, I don't know.
Whatever. Photograph taken at the crime scene. She wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken?
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh, a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Hoo-wee. Okay. That was fun. I'll miss him.
Best character of the series.
I'd like to resume? Seems very unsure. What's up? The judge keeps looking over the prosecution.
And that's because he's waiting for, his lunch.
Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled over, your back is bent.
It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation.
This is unacceptable.
Sounds like it didn't go well.
Yep.
Or it went too well. Seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Oh, God. I think I know who this is, but I don't remember who voiced him. I think I might have...
Who voices this?
I think this
Or
is the
like
police officer.
police officer. I think you took him. if I
Yeah,
remember
that makes sense to
correctly.
me. Excuse me, knock knock. Who's there? Oh, nope, never mind.
Oh.
I don't know who this guy is.
Oh, this is someone new.
What's with this guy? Strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
Who on earth is he? Ah, it's you.
You want me to take him or you want him?
I can do it. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with this. Oh, sorry I'm late. Gee, the roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh? Gee, how you been? Swim much these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy, smizzy, gee. My boy, you have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed.
Udgy seems to be his nickname for the judge.
Is the judge's name just Judge? I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? So you're Righto, the attorney, I've heard. Good things about you, son. Huh? Thanks. So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. But, little worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fella. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's...
My sister's muffler.
So Miss Starr wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On Little Worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Chief, what kind of outfit are you running?
Mr. Edgeworth,
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
Now, wait a minute, Worthy.
I've no desire to hear from.
I'm telling you to wait, or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature is there. Miles Edgeworth.
That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had...
You're head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology.
Are you serious?
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah.
The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch, and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore.
Come on, just hurry up and open it.
It's really funny. I'm not doing that. Why did it make that sound effect?
What? Don't scare me like that.
I'm the one who's scared.
Look at the knife blade. The tip is broken off.
And this dark red stain. Blood.
This does not excuse the action of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police. And this knife. Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Okay. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Archie. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Oh, so he's talking about a different murder, okay.
Wait a second, you said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Order. Anyway, we at the department were all a little flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. Oh my god, are we in chapter 3? No.
The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Okay, knife is special. Can't say out here. This knife for Goodman. Murder in a ship due to an investigation. Detective is killed. Time of the crime 5:15. Okay. I'm actually gonna save here before I start losing health.
Yeah.
Might as well
Not a
start
bad
now.
idea.
And we're gonna pause. Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that.
We've established the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime?
It's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Ryder.
Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine the knife while we can, Righto.
Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time.
So, how were things down at the department?
Okay, so first off, let's examine the knife.
There's a small tag on the knife.
It says SL-92.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. DL6. Maybe it's a case number.
That's weird.
What?
I don't remember where. I think I've seen something like this before. Wait, don't you have something like
Yes.
Yeah.
I have like a
was
note
thinking-
that says the same numbers.
Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either.
Maybe you should check the court record again. Okay, yeah. So I need to present that somewhere. So 6-7S. Oh, wait, this one's slightly different. But it is the same format. Unless there's evidence proof. Let me try it here. Got it.
Nice.
Wait a second. At last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? An honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Uchi? This is great. Biggest Ace Attorney fan gets to the witness stand. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7S, 12/2. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside down? The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around, and what do you get? Aha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Order. Well, Chief? Ah, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Okay, so we have that now. Okay, well, let's press that line. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon?
Nice. Good show, Little Worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. It was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car.
Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
Interesting.
Hmm.
You should do an investigation. Something happened to the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry.
So something did happen, and why wasn't I informed?
Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy, what with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened to the police department that day? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot? Another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Uchi? I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just had arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Jeez. Where the victim was found, how the victim was killed, when the victim died. I think we already know that, actually. And we know that, too. Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the Force call a stabbing, with a knife. A knife.
That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman.
That's the spirit we're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. Five. 5:15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? Coincidence?
This is just my gut feeling. I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening.
Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. How can you say there's no connection? No, because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand. Try to understand, Righto. Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that tied the two murders together. Whatever it is, I'd better find it to get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. That can't be coincidence.
And that knife, what was it doing there?
I think you'd better check this knife out. Okay, we've already done that. Surface evidence in a case. Oh, so we already went through all of it? Okay, so probably something to do something with this. Surface evidence in a case was stolen from the department's evidence room. I'm not really sure what I want to do here. Okay, I do want to do this. Edit. No. I didn't think so. I don't think I have anything to... You know what? Go through these. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room of the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second, I have heard of that.
Evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now?
This knife was evidence of the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases.
You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Okay, so it looks like now I can present the knife here. Nope. Huh, interesting. Maybe I present it here. Nope. Interesting. I'm not really sure what it wants me to present. Okay, well, there is one other thing I can do. There's one other piece of evidence, information I can get from here. So, when did the murder at the police department occur? Now that's a sharp question, righto. Very sharp. Well, my boy, you're gonna love this. Oh, that was nothing, okay. Figured as much. Okay, so... 5:15. No.
Is there something you didn't press?
No, I pressed everything. Um, okay. I think I actually need to do this one again. Take that last. I guess I probably don't need to, but pretty sure I didn't get this piece of info. Out before I saved. Come on. Can't talk much about it. I think this here. This one now. Chief. Oh, okay, so I had to press that one again after I'd gotten all the information. Okay.
Interesting.
The defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
Not to mention, the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag.
And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed, there do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. You two make a good pair. Took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really?
Who would have guessed?
Cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Yeah, that's his division. That's probably what we... Okay, how about you telling me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is...
If it's the same one.
584-2189.
Oh, look at that.
Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82... I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does it tell you anything? the ID number of the victim at the police department. 5842189. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning, it has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department. Tells you something. What does it tell you? Witness? What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused.
And this is news?
Huh?
Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do.
The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And? This means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right. Again. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189.
Wait a second, right? What does this
mean? That's what I want to know. 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet, a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room at the exact same time.
They're twin brothers.
Yeah, right.
That's impossible. So what we're saying is the same person was killed at the same time? In a completely different location?
Order, order, order. Chief, what does this mean?
No, what I want to know is why didn't I hear about this?
Because you suck, Edgeworth.
Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case.
Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error? Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours.
What? How dare you?
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we learned that name before? Wait,
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. Yeah, I got your report, sir.
You don't mean him?
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He had a report that had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
Ugh. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. And he did seem challenged.
In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then
No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy.
Oh.
Got him.
What?
Now, what was the second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, well, it's,
Rule 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in a court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Righto over here. Good job, Righto, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defense chair just this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened if it's the last thing I do.
You'd better get results this time, really.
You have my profound apologies, sir. Or Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned. Okay. That worked out.
Yeah, no, that did.
Okay. And with that, that is definitely a good place to leave off.